So we are out, and in an ironic turn of events, the last species number 6 that we have yet to find is the common garter snake, which is kind of ironic. That snake called common is eluding us so far, and we actually have found that that is usually the case. The common garter snakes are not so common around here, but we're in a different spot that we haven't checked before. They usually like to be around water, so we're hoping to find one. The common garter snakes are also called valley garters, and they're different than the one we already found. Usually the common garter snakes are black with some distinct yellow striping, and they often have really nice red spots on them as well. So it would be cool to find one that has really vibrant colors versus our western terrestrial garter snakes that we already found, which are usually more of a brown or a gray, and they have often more of a checkered pattern on them. But hopefully we'll be able to find one, and then we can show you exactly what I mean with their color. So we'll see. This is not the common garter snake, it's a western terrestrial, but it's kind of a cool shot here of it chilling in the grass. Cool. Big western terrestrial garter snake. Again, not the target we are looking for. Double flip 2 western terrestrial garter snakes. Move them out of the way so that they don't get crushed when we set the rock down. Check out those nice guys. You out of the way, and then we'll get the rock right back where we found it. And get the corner just about. Sweet. Alright, so we just cruised this western painted turtle about to cross a road, and so we're going to make sure that he gets safely across. But before we let him go, I just want to point out how cool these guys are on their belly. Such beautiful, vivid colors, and she's hiding away inside her shell there, making sure that she's going to be safe. But she's probably trying to find a spot to lay her eggs right now, so we're just going to set her on her way and disturb her as little as possible and hope that she doesn't get hit by a car. Middle of the road, nice western toad, but we'll take him off and make sure that, oh, he's chirping at us, make sure that he doesn't get hit by a car tonight. After a lot of DORs tonight, it feels good to save something. Cool.
Yes, excuse me, have you seen any snakes tonight? Oh, snake, snake, snake. Got him there on the right? Yeah. Hey guys, we've been grinding hard the last few days looking for that last snake on our species list, the common garter snake. But while we were doing that, we came across this guy, the Northern Pacific Rattlesnake. This is our second one on the trip. It's a nice warm day today, and this road is nice and warm in the evening, so he was stretched out across it. And we're going to make sure that he doesn't get hit by any vehicles. We'll take some photos and then we'll let him on in the direction that he was going. So beautiful snake. It looks like he just shed recently, so he's got nice contrast, lovely colors on him. So yeah, we're definitely going to take this chance to get some photos of him before he slithers off into the grasslands. But pretty awesome find. Alright, so we're giving it one last chance, one last shot. But conditions aren't super favorable with that dark sky and high winds. But it does appear to be blue sky out there, so that's where we're gonna go and give it a shot. All right, just cruised another rattlesnake. We're gonna hop out and take some photos and video with him. Just a little guy, but it is sweet. All right, another beautiful Northern Pacific rattlesnake crossing the road tonight. Looks like we got lots of snake activity, so that's awesome. We've been looking hard the last few days, haven't seen too many, but this is back-to-back rattlesnakes in about 3 minutes apart, so that's pretty awesome. We're going to help him cross the road and continue across because it looks like there's another vehicle coming. They're pretty prolific on this road, so we're gonna help him across and let him on his way.
Alright, well, it was pretty sweet being able to be together again. We had a lot of fun looking for snakes, and hopefully we'll be able to do it again soon, but there are so many mosquitoes out here.
Okay, so we made a last-minute decision and we've left my brother's place, but we decided to drive an extra hour and a half in the wrong direction because we cannot go home without seeing a common garter snake and completing all 6 species. So we're going to give it one last shot here at one of our favorite spots to look. We'll let you know what we find. Rattlesnake. Hear him?
Yep.
Come. Beautiful Northern Pacific rattlesnake. Look how long that rattle is. I don't think I've ever seen a rattle that long before on one of these guys. Absolutely gorgeous snake. We're not going to disturb him at all, we're just going to let him go on his way. But that's really cool to see. Alright, another rattlesnake sitting right here. This one still appears to be asleep. Just enjoying the morning out. Now she's waking up. And she'll head off down into her hole, I guess. Both of these snakes appear to be a lot darker than the ones that we were seeing in the other spot we were, but awesome. 2 snakes already, what a start. Snake. Rattlesnake. Come on. Just having a morning snooze against the rocks. Looks like he's in sheds, so. curled up in the grass. This is where I am. Alright, we're hanging out with the rattlesnake. And just through the grass we've got a sleeping racer coiled up. Good. He's just a tiny little racer. I'm gonna catch him, okay? Are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
This yellow-bellied racer is also in shed, so we're not going to mess around with him too much. Quite dark in color, so he's missing that blue that they often get when they're in shed, and his belly is not very yellow either, so he will shed any day now. I want to be careful because this rattlesnake is still just sitting right here as well, but we'll let this guy go right where we found him. There he goes. They're called racers for a reason. Snake. You can't tell if it's a common or a western terrestrial quite yet. It might be our common. Yes, it is a common. I got him. Yes! We finally did it. Our common garter snake. He's not the prettiest, but we will absolutely take him. He's musking on me a little bit right now. But check him out. Those tiny little flecks of red is what we want to see. And finally, we got species number 6. The extra driving paid off. This spot is paid off. We've already seen 4 species in about 20 minutes. But that is awesome. Looks like he's either just going into or just coming out of a shed cycle. Probably just going into because he's not super colorful. Yeah, valley garter snake or the common garter snake. There's a number of subspecies of these guys. These ones are the valley. And yeah, he was just nestled up against a log. And I just barely saw his tail. And of course, right at his tail, he doesn't have a whole lot of red, so it's tough to tell if it's a western terrestrial or a common. But as I scanned a little bit more of his body, I could see those flecks of red. And that's just what we wanted. But we won't mess with this guy too long. We're gonna let him back right where we found him and keep looking to see if there's anything else because the snakes are out in full force today. He was right down in there, and that's where we'll let him go. Sweet. Okay, so you can see a faint line through the grass or through the dirt right here, and that's actually a snake trail. That means that a snake, it looks like it's a fairly wide body and slow moving, so it's probably a rattlesnake, went right across this road up here into the field. How cool is that? Pay attention to the little details, and that's how you find snakes. Alright, that was pretty exciting. What a great end to an awesome trip where we ended up finding all 6 species finally. It took a lot of hard work, but we did it. Today was pretty great, finding 6 Northern Pacific rattlesnakes, 2 yellow-bellied racers, 2 western terrestrial garter snakes, and 2 common garter snakes, even though not all of them were on screen. If you like what you saw, you can click right up here to subscribe, and if you want to see some of our other videos, click right up here. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.